working on earlier. Okay, I'm going to do, we can have multiple compositions here. So if I want to go composition, new composition, I'm going to call this one 3D2, and I'm going to say OK. With that, I'm going to bring down 6 layers. I'm going to drop 6 layers in the timeline. I'm going to resize each one. I'm going to do it fast. So if I click on this and go to transform and scale it down to 40%, it takes them all there. Okay. And I'm also going to turn them all onto 3D. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a 3-dimensional box real quick. So on this first one, I'm going to click it and I'm going to bring it down here. The second one I'm going to use is my back wall. The third one I'm going to use is my left side wall. So I'm going to go to transform. And remember, by you putting it into 3D, it gives you the X, Y, Z options. Okay, so I'm going to take this one to 90 degrees, my Y. Okay, and I'm going to bring it out over here. And then with these other layers, it's easier to see where my box fits together. Okay, then I'm going to go to my next layer, go to transform. I'm going to go to my Y rotation again, and I'm going to do a 90. And I'm going to bring it straight out here. And I'm going to get that box so it's okay. So I got a pretty nice little thing going there. So then my next layer, I'm going to transform, and I'm going to use my X on this one. And I'm going to go to 90. And the other thing, I'm going to bring this one up a little bit so you can kind of see. I want it to be I'm going to have it float up a little bit above. So with that one, then I'm going to open up my next layer, and I'm going to go to transform, and I'm going to go to 90 on here. And since I can't really tell that I got it, I have it right there. And I'm going to use my Z and bring this one to the bottom and let it float. And I can turn this one back on to see where I'm at. So now we're going to talk about parenting, because right now I can kind of transform these one at a time. But what if I want to move one and it moves everything? So to parent, I can do it 2 ways. I want to parent everything to 54, right? So if I come over here, I can go to 54. This one's parented to that one. Or I can use my pick whip, and I can parent things that way. Okay? So right now, all the bottom layers are connected to this one. So if I came into these transforms, they would just work by themselves. But now if I come up to here, since this is the parent of everything else, if I wanted to do a keyframe, so I'm going to do something with position and my rotations. So I'm going to start it out over here, okay? And I'm going to just rotate these just a little bit so we can kind of see what's going on, okay? And then over a 5-second period, I'm going to move it across the screen to end right there. And then I'm going to also have it rotating different directions. Okay, so now if I go to watch this play, you can kind of see the 3-dimensional box going on. Okay, and then they got the parents there too. Okay, so that is another power of 3D.